all stations to the Maritime Net. Calling all stations to the Maritime Net. This is Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-ray. My name is Patrick, and my QTH is Red Bank Reserve, New Brunswick. This is a controlled net which meets each evening at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time on or about 3750 kilohertz, offering to amateurs in the Maritimes and surrounding areas an opportunity to communicate with others. This is not a formal traffic net, but provisions are in effect to forward such traffic to its destination when asked. When checking in, please check in using your call sign only. Please do not check in using the word break or recheck during the Maritime Net. It is better for the net controller to have your call sign and know who is asking to return to the net. Also, the next station in line will be announced by the net controller, so you'll know when your turn is coming up. All stations are asked to direct your inquiries to the net controller only. Net members are asked to acknowledge the above quoted preamble. Phone stations are asked to zero beat my frequency, and CW stations please offset your frequency down by 500 to 1500 hertz. Are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic only for the Maritime Net? Are there any stations with bulletins or announcement only for the Maritime Net? Are there any mobile, portable, or QRP stations only for the Maritime Net?
B1 Florida Zulu.
All right, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Zulu. Tim, come on in.
Yeah, how you doing there? Haven't been around for a long time and trying to get back into it. Got a rinky-dink radio and a rinky-dink setup here, so I figure I'm QRP here. Thank you very much from Nova Scotia here, of course. I'm in the Stellarton area, Stellarton, Nova Scotia there. Thank you very much for letting me in.
Oh, thanks a lot for coming in. You're doing really good for QRP all the way from there. So, yeah, you're very easy copy here. You're 5'9" here, no problem whatsoever. You're about a S8 on my meter here, so you're doing really good. Thanks so much for coming in, and yeah, we're here every night at 7 p.m., so come on in anytime. Thanks for coming in, Tim, and you have a good one. 7-3.
All right, yeah, I've been around. I checked into the net many times there back in the 90s and say the 90s and the 2000s there, but I haven't been around for a while. I'm surprised I'm getting out that well. I think it's a 40-meter dipole antenna. There's only an antenna tuner on it, so I'm going, I guess I'm going Dutch. If I can get somebody out there. 73, thank you very much. Appreciate the report. And we'll check in again, 7-3 from the West Florida Zulu. Stella Rock, Nova Scotia.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Yep, no, you're sounding good. Your signal dropped to about an S5 here, but easy to copy. No problems whatsoever with your QRP rig. Thanks again, Tim, and have a good one. 7-3.
Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you.
All right. Are there any more stations that are mobile, portable, or QRP for the Maritime Net? Are there any stations with traffic and traffic only for the Maritime Net? All right, let's open her up. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net, call Victor Echo 9er, Papa Alpha X-ray. My name is Patrick.
Victor Echo 9, Delta. Victor Echo 9, Sierra Mike Alpha.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Papa.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 1, Tango Bravo.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Yankee Foxtrot.
V9, Yankee Juliet.
VE9, Golf Echo Sierra.
Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November. Victor Echo 1, Alpha Sierra India. V9, Romeo Echo Bravo.
Victor Yankee 2, Juliet Tango November.
All right, that's a pretty good call-up. I did miss a couple at first. There was a bit of doubling. Right now I have Victor Echo 9 Sierra Alpha Bravo, Victor Echo 9 Sierra Mike Alpha, Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa, Victor Echo 9er Oscar Sierra Kilo, Victor Echo 1 Tango Bravo, Victor Echo 9er Mike Tango Victor, Victor Echo 9er Yankee Foxtrot, Victor Echo 9er Yankee Juliet, Victor Echo 9er Golf Echo Sierra, Victor Echo 9er Delta Echo November, Victor Echo 1 Alpha Sierra India, Victor Echo 9 Romeo Echo Bravo, and Victor Yankee 2 Juliet Tango November. Who did I miss?
Victor Echo 9 Echo Kilo.
All right, let's go with that group. Let's start off with Victor Echo 9 Sierra Alpha Bravo, Wayne, and you're followed by Steve. Come on in, Wayne.
V9 Papa Alpha X-ray in the Maritime net. The V9 net said be in the village. Good evening, Patrick. Very good evening to all on board. Evie was in there too. Echo Kilo was in there too, Bob. Just to check in. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the powers. V9 PAX in the Maritime net. V9 SAB in the village.
Right on, Wayne. Yep, no, I got Evie at the end there. Yep, for sure. And yeah, your signal is better than it's been with power there. You're Nest 10 this time around, and you're doing really good. Good copy. Sounds real good. Thanks for coming in, Wayne, and you have a good one. 7-3, my friend.
7-3, my friend.
All right, next up we have Victor Echo 9er Sierra Mike Alpha. Steve, and you're followed by Gord. Come on in, Steve.
Yeah, good evening, Patrick. Good evening, all on the net. This was a nice day here in my neck of the woods here, and I guess they call it Maple Hills, New Brunswick. Yeah, and there's a pretty good crew coming up behind, so I will keep it short. So I will thank you for calling me in, and I thank you for doing the net. VE9 Papa Alpha X-ray, VE9 Sierra Mike Alpha 730.
Well, thanks for coming in, Steve. It's always good to have you on here, and good signal too tonight. I think the band's in pretty good shape. So anyway, thanks for coming in, and you have a great evening and a good weekend. 7-3.
7-3.
All right, next up we have Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa, Gord, and you're followed by Oscar. Come on in, Gord.
Victor Echo 9 Papa Alpha X-ray, Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa. Good evening to you, Patrick. Nice signal down here as well tonight. You're 10 over. And it's -3 degrees down here, and it's nice cold. A beautiful day. Won't keep you too long. 7-3 to all. Thanks a lot, Patrick. Victor Echo 9 Papa Alpha X-ray, Victor Echo 1 Golf Papa.
Right on, Gord. Well, things are starting to warm up a little bit, I guess. A little bit cooler today, but it's starting to look like February might be over one of these days. Thanks for coming in, Gord. You're sounding good tonight, too, and yeah, hope you have a great weekend. 7-3.
Thanks, Patrick.
All right, next on the list we have Victor Echo 9er Oscar Sierra Kilo, and you're followed by Pierre. Come on in, Oscar.
Victor Echo 9 Papa Alpha X-ray, Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Patrick, and everybody on the Maritime net tonight. No traffic here, Patrick. Just want to give you a mark for his place, and his last caller there, tell him that it's -7.7 here, so it's a bit cooler down in the ebb there. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me in. Have a nice week coming up there, Patrick. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo 730.
Thanks again, Oscar. Yeah, a little bit cooler there. Hopefully it warms up by tomorrow. The XYL wants to go do some shopping in Moncton, so we'll probably be in Dieppe at some point. Thanks for coming in, Oscar. You're sounding good tonight. Have a good one. 7-3.
7-3.
All right, next up on the list we have Victor Echo 1 Tango Bravo, Pierre, and you're followed by Mike. Come on in, Pierre.
Yes, sir. And a very good evening there, Patrick. Beautiful signal there this evening. Well, I must say, we had a beautiful day today. The sunshine was something else. A beautiful sunset and everything. But anyway, it was 0 the maximum was, and it's now -5. So, but they advised us that we'll probably get a storm on Monday going into Tuesday. So we're all getting braced up for that. Anyway, that's it. The 1 Tango Bravo.
Right on, Pierre. Well, you would have the perfect place for watching that sunset there up in St. Andrews for sure. Wow, it looks like you had a really nice day. It was nice and sunny here too, but since I was working, I didn't get to see too much of it. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Pierre. You have an excellent weekend and excellent evening tonight. Have a good one, Pierre. 7-3.
7-3.
All right, next up we have Victor Echo Niner, Mike Tango Victor. Mike, and you're followed by Frank. Come on in, Mike.
Yeah, Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray with the Maritime Net. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Patrick. Good evening to Oscar a little bit before. And Jenny coming up and everyone else checking in. Steven there down the road here. Yeah, -9 tonight here. Was this afternoon -1, I think. Nice sunshine, and even had the window open in the parking lot there in my van. So yeah, it was a pretty good day. I just got back there not too long ago and thought about the net and came down to check in the net. We got a club meeting tomorrow morning there, so heading out to Riverview for the meeting, and they'll take care of most of the morning anyway. Anyway, have a good weekend, everyone. 7-3. You're 20 over 9 here, Patrick. Good signal there. Hear everybody pretty well there. 7-3 to all on the net. VT9PAX, VT9MC.
Right on, Mike. Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. I haven't been to any of the Market Club meetings at all. I don't even have to check to see if my membership is due. Hi. Thanks for coming in, Mike, and you have a great weekend, my friend. 7-3.
7-3.
All right. Next up, we have Frank, Victor Echo Niner, Yankee Foxtrot. You're followed by Mark. Come on in, Frank. How's everything from Dalhousie Junction?
And a very good evening to you there, Patrick, and everybody on the net this evening. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray, and the Maritime Net, Victor Echo 9, Yankee Foxtrot up here in Dalhousie Junction. A little bit cold here this evening, and it is going down to about -20 tonight. So we've got the extra blanket on the bed tonight, Patrick. Yeah, you're coming in here as usual, 15-20 over 9. While I'm talking here, I would like to say a very good evening to Gary over in the Coal Ranch country there, and I sent out my thank you note there on the air there, Gary. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't get anything done while I was in the hospital, so I had to wait till I got here and I got back in the air. But anyway, it is great to hear you on, and yeah, we're getting better every day, so hopefully we're going to hang around for a few more weeks anyway. Have a good one, everybody, and thanks for calling us in there, Patrick. It's great to hear everyone again. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray in the Maritime Net, Victor Echo 9, Yankee Foxtrot. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you, Frank. Good to hear you on for sure, and I'm glad you're on the bend. We miss having you on the nets for sure. And I'm sure Gary will have a few words to say to you there in 2 more calls. Thanks so much for coming in, Frank, and you have a really good one. And you should get yourself a heated blanket there in Dalhousie Junction there. Hi. Thanks for coming in, and 7-3, my friend.
7-3, Patrick.
All right. Next up, we have Victor Echo Niner, Yankee Juliet, Mark, and you're followed by Gary. Coming in, Mark.
Hello, Patrick. Good evening. Bonjour, Frank, up there in up north, and Yeah, nice to hear you, Frank. I see you're sounding very, very chippy. That's and healthy. That's good. Nothing too much to complain about here, guys. It's Friday night, and I'm enjoying every second of it. Anyway, nice to hear all of you. 73's Patrick, V9 Yankee Juliet here in Shediac, New Brunswick.
Good to hear members of the Shediac Mafia on here, Mark. You're definitely a member there. Hi. Thanks for coming in, Mark. And hopefully, I don't know if you're watching the hockey games, but go Canada, go. Hi. Come on. Yes, that's about it. 7-3. Have a good weekend, Mark. Next up, we have Victor Echo Niner, Golf Echo Sierra, Gary, and you're followed by Denis. Come on in, Gary.
Good evening, Patrick. Good evening, one and all. Well, by cracky, I want to say hello to my old pal up there, Frank. When I heard you on, Frank, you blew the socks off my feet without removing my shoes. I guess old veterans never die. We just fade away. And Frank, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your service. I greatly appreciate it. I want to say hello to Denny as well up there, and Neb coming up at the end. I guess that's all I got to say, Patrick. I'm not going to put any more blisters on your earlobes, so thanks for calling us in. VE9 Golf Echo Sierra from CB Country Square.
Right on, Gary. Well, you're not hurting these earlobes at all. You're sounding pretty good there, Gary. And you got a good sale tonight, and really no problems whatsoever. And thank you for your service too there, Gary. And Frank too, and everybody else that was in the service. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Gary. You have a great weekend. 7-3. All right, now we're going back up north. Denis, Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, the golden voice of the north, followed by Daryl. Come on in, Denis.
Well, good evening, Patrick. Good evening to everyone aboard. There's a little noise on your audio there when you're talking there. I don't know if your microphone is very, very high, but it's a little noise. I don't know. It could be a little RF, but I don't think so. I think it's something like audio. It's when you're talking there, but when you don't talk, I don't hear nothing. So there you go. So besides that, everything is fine. And hello to everyone again. Have a great evening. And we'll chat to you tomorrow on the net somewhere, somehow. VE9 CAX, VE9DEN, over.
Thank you, Denis. How does it sound now?
Good, right there, it's good.
Okay, I had to move the mic around a little bit. It wasn't pointing directly at me, I guess. Thanks a lot for coming in, Denis, and you're sounding good as usual, and of course, the golden voice of the north, you have to sound good, right? So anyway, thanks for coming in, Denis, and you have a great weekend. 7-3, my friend.
Yeah, have a great one, my man. Talk at you later.
Talk later. All right, next up we have Victor Echo 1, Alpha Sierra India. Daryl, and you're followed by Edmond. Come on in, Daryl.
Good evening, Patrick. Thanks for calling me in. You got a great net going, a lot of check-ins. Great to hear you doing the net. Not much going on up here. It was a beautiful day. Got up to +4, but after that the wind came up there and it wasn't long dropping back. Anyway, just to check in, good evening, Edmund coming up behind me and all the net. Victor Echo and Alpha Sierra India.
Right on, Daryl. Always good to hear you come into the net, Daryl. And it looks like it was really nice here too. Like I said, I didn't get to go outside today, but the sun was shining in the window, so I think it was a nice day here too. Probably not as nice as McNamee though. Have a good one, Daryl, and 7-3.
7-3.
All right, next up on the list we have Victor Echo Niner, Romeo Echo Bravo, Edmond, and you're followed by Joe. Come on in, Edmond.
V9 PAX, V9 Romeo Echo Bravo. Good evening, everybody, and I'm just kind of looking at the weather here, and the 21st, which is tomorrow, looks like a wind drop and the snowflake. It's 30 roll from, let's see what I find, 2 p.m. to about midnight, and then low break and a nice day, and then 23 and 24, where the first one was going to be -3, -4, and the next one is -1 and a -12, so I haven't gone any further there. So outside of that, not much going on there. We'll say hi to Daryl and everybody that's been on there, and did try to get a hold of Nelson, but I think he might have been sleeping today there. Talked to his wife, and she picked up the phone, and so I'm assuming he's having a little sleep. V9 Romeo Echo Bravo.
Right on it, Mo. Well, thanks so much for giving us these reports on him there for sure. We're always wondering how he's doing. So, and yeah, the weather. Well, I didn't like that S word that you said, but hopefully we won't get too much of that. Thanks so much for coming in, Mo, and you're sounding really good tonight. And you have a great evening and a great weekend. 7-3. Next up, we have Victor Yankee 2, Juliet Tango November. Joe, and you're followed by Abby. Come on in, Joe.
VE9PAX, VY2JTN. How do I sound there, Patrick? Over?
Oh, you're 20 over, your signal's 20 over, and your audio is just sounds real good to my ears. Really, really good.
Okay, thank you for that, Patrick. Yeah, I was just on the White Cane Social, and they had to relay me in. I'm on a different radio, so I thought something was broken, but no. Operator error. So I'll know better next time to make sure you're on the right antenna. Always helps for sure. All right, just wanted to pop in and say hello to everyone there, Patrick. Everyone have a great weekend, and hopefully this bad weather will just turn into a light flurry or something like that. But yeah, it won't be around to bother us. That's what I'm hoping anyway. All right, Patrick, you have a great evening, and everyone else that's on there listening too, and coming up behind me and on before me. VE9PAX, thanks for doing that and calling me in, Patrick. VY2JTN.
Right on, Joe. Awesome. Like I said, you're sounding really good tonight. Nothing wrong at all with this antenna anyway. I don't know about the other one you used a while ago, so yeah, really good to hear you check in, and you always have a really good signal from TEI for sure. Anyway, thanks so much for coming in, Joe, and you have a great evening. 7-3. Last but not least, Victor Echo Niner Echo Kilo. Ebby, come on in.
Yeah, VE9PAX at the Maritime Net, V90K. Good evening to you, Patrick, to all on the Maritime Net this evening. There's great bunch of operators on there. No traffic from the village, just a back, as they say, a back in the book for you. And doing a lot of the ports and a lot of the lift stuff, so it keeps the guy going. VE9 Echo Kilo.
Right on. Well, thanks for coming in, Ebby. You're sounding good as usual, and really good to hear you on. Everybody has had a good signal tonight, so good conditions for sure. Anyway, thanks again for coming in, and you have a great evening and a great weekend ahead. 7-3, Ebby.
Okay, thanks. I was just worried about that. I'm on the old Yaesu FT757GX. She's an oldie, but I have a lot of fun with it. 7-3, my friend.
All right. Thanks again, Ebby. You have a good one. 7-3. All right. Let's take a pause for a second there. I'll be right back.
Hey, Joe, you're sounding a lot better.
Sorry about that, folks. So, yeah, let's take a pause for stations with traffic and traffic only for the Maritime Net. All right, let's start up another list. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net. Call Victor Echo Niner, Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick.
Victor Echo 1, Papa Juliet Sierra.
Victor Echo 9, Lima Lima.
Victor Echo 9, X-ray Alpha.
Victor Echo 2, Delta Indigo.
Victor Alpha 1, Papa Foxtrot Hotel.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-ray.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie X-ray.
Okay, well, we got a good list there for sure. I don't think there was any doubling. I think I got everybody. So let's start at the top here. We have Victor Oscar 1 Delta Delta, Doug, and you're followed by Peter. Come on in, Doug.
Good evening, Patrick. Thank you for taking my call. I've got a different setup for the chat when I sing radio city mic, but get stuff organized differently, so I'm glad I'm getting through okay. I have nothing for your next, sir, except to say I am crying because we're going to get more snow before the weekend over. We need more snow here like we need a third, you know what. 7-3.
Right on, Doug. Yeah, I understand completely where you're coming from. Yeah, we don't need any more white stuff. It's about time that it's over and done with. Anyway, thanks so much for coming in tonight from Newfoundland there, Doug, and you have a great evening and a great weekend ahead. 7-3.
7-3. You likewise, Patrick. Thanks for taking my call. Cheers.
Cheers. Have a good one. All right, next up we have Victor Echo 1, Papa Juliet Sierra, Peter, and you're followed by Lloyd. Come on in, Peter.
Yeah, good evening, Patrick. 9 Papa Alpha X-ray in the Maritime Net, and Victor Echo 1 Papa Juliet Sierra. Good evening to all aboard. Good evening, Doug and Karen over there too. Doug, enjoy your weekend. Good to hear you in from the net tonight. Not much happening around here, just about to set up a Bofang Channel 6 handheld, see if I can get the code plugs done for my brother Gary. And then I'll get that equipment down to him and see if we can get him up on DMR and Fusion too. So we're working at it, trying to play as time goes, but enjoying it. And enjoying the new FT5DR handheld that I have too. It was a nice thing for the house for me to have. Toys, you got to have toys to play. Anyway, other than that, Patrick, thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. Thank you for covering for me for Tuesday night also. It was greatly appreciated. And to you and Anna Marie, you certainly have a great weekend. 9 Papa Alpha X-ray in the net from Victor Echo 1 Papa Juliet Sierra.
Right on, Peter. Yeah, we do need our toys. Yeah, when you start playing with Fusion and DMR and all that, there's a lot to learn, but it's enjoyable once you get it working there, for sure. And yeah, and say hi to Ann, and I hope you have a great weekend, Peter, and it's no problem. Whenever you need somebody to cover, let me know. Have a good evening tonight and a good weekend ahead. 7-3, Peter.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick. We do have one question while I'm here. Anybody on board that works around on Fusion Radio can help me why I cannot connect to the Canada, the link, the 815 or whatever it is? It just doesn't want to connect for me.
Anybody on here can answer Peter's question?
Check if the radio antenna attenuator is turned on.
What's that?
There's an antenna attenuator on those radios. You might have it turned on. The E9HI.
Okay, I'll give it a try. So I'm going through an open spot. Can't connect. Thanks, Patrick.
Okay, I thought you were going on a repeater.
I'll try again, please. I doubled.
I thought you were going into a repeater. I don't know the open spot. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you for trying anyway. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Patrick. We'll let you carry on.
No problem, Peter. Sometimes with these open spots, you might not be able to do the, what do you call, not the fusion part, but there's a protocol that it won't do sometimes. Sometimes it's disabled and it won't let you do it. The same reason why I can't use my DMR rig to do DMR to fusion there. So, oh well. Hopefully you get it figured out and it works for you, Peter. Have a good one. 7-3.
Yeah, thanks. And that's going from a Fusion handheld right in through to that one. I can get in the American link, get into them all, but Canada can't touch. Anyway, Patrick, thanks. Enjoy the net.
Thanks again, Peter. You have a good one. 7-3. All right, next up we have Victor Echo 9, Lima. I believe that is Lloyd. Come on in, and you're followed by Tim.
Yes, good evening, Peter, or Patrick. V9PAX, VE9LL. Lloyd is correct. No traffic here. Had a nice sunny day today, which I'm not complaining about that. And we're working away the winter. We're almost to March, so we'll keep looking forward to spring. And hello to all, and thanks for taking the net, Peter. Appreciate it. And that's all from Waterville, Carleton County, New Brunswick. Victor Echo 9, Lima.
Right on, Lloyd. Well, good to hear you on for sure. It's the first time I've had you as a contact here. But yeah, we're on the net. I do the net every Friday, but the net's every evening at 7 p.m. So anytime you want to come on in, we'll be around. Thanks so much for coming in, Lloyd, and you have a great evening and a great weekend. 7-3. Next up, we have Victor Echo 9er, X-Ray Alpha, Tim, and you're followed by Jean-Claude. Come on in, Tim.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray, and Nat VE9 X-Ray Alpha. Good evening, Patrick. I had to look over my shoulder. I thought you were right next to me here. Beautiful signal into Fredericton tonight, good 20 over. So no traffic out of Fredericton, just a beautiful day here and a nice evening as well. So trust everyone had a great day, and hope everyone has a good weekend ahead of them. Thanks for calling us in, Patrick. All the best, my friend, VE9 XA.
Right on, Tim. Well, there's nothing wrong with your signal either there. You're S10 easily here, and yeah, it's great audio too. So anyway, thanks so much for coming in, Tim, and you'll have a great evening as well. 7-3. Let's go to Belgium. It's Victor Echo 2, Delta India Golf, and you're Jean-Claude, and you're followed by Paul. Bienvenue au réseau, Jean-Claude.
Yeah, thanks very much, Patrick. Boy, you're going to hold me a needle for sure. A big pipeline between you and me. 30 to 35 dB. Oh boy. No traffic, Pat. Thanks very much for letting me in, and wish you a very nice weekend, my friend. V2 Delta India Golf, de Quebec.
Merci, Jean-Claude. Thanks a lot for coming in. 30 over, wow. I would imagine that if I had an amp, but I'm only running barefoot 100 watts, so I guess it's doing pretty good with that little MFET antenna. Thanks so much for coming in, Jean-Claude. You're sounding really good, too. You're 20 over here as well, so nothing wrong with that. We must have a direct path between us. Have a good weekend, Jean-Claude, and 7-3.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, next up we have Victor Alpha 1, Papa Foxtrot Hotel, Paul, and you're followed by Curtis. Come on in, Paul.
VE9PAX, Victor Alpha 1, Papa Foxtrot Hotel. Thank you for calling me into the Maritime Net, Patrick. I'm very impressed with the way you deal with such a large call-up. I actually was sitting here and forgot that I had called up, so I was trying to write down the numbers myself. I couldn't keep up, so there's a learning process for me. But thanks again, and thanks for letting me be part of the Maritime Net. VE9PAX, VA1 Papa Foxtrot Hotel Clear.
Thanks so much for coming in, Paul. Blockhouse, Nova Scotia. I don't think I've ever been to that area. Yeah, no, I use logging software here for net logging, and makes things a lot easier. I don't have to look up call signs, and does a whole lot of stuff for me automatically. So it would be kind of hard to do it without it. And I'm a faster typer than I'm a writer. So thanks for coming in, Paul, and you can come in here anytime. We're here, the Maritime Net's here every evening at 7 p.m., and you're always welcome. 7-3, and have a good weekend. All right, next up we have Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray, Curtis, and you're followed by Henson. Come on in, Curtis.
Well, good evening to you there, Patrick. VE9 Papa Alpha X-Ray with the Maritime Net. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Well, let's see. Weather-wise here was good all day. There's clouds over. I don't know if we had any sun. I can't remember, Patrick, if we had sun or not. I guess when you get to my age, you forget a lot of things. You can't see a lot of things. But right now, she's -2 out there, for sure there. So, anyways, we do not have no traffic for to pass on tonight. So, with that, I'll say good evening to all the operators there, especially to that there VE9CX there, that Henson fella there. Boy, I got him tonight, and I worked some hard to do that. So, good evening to you, Henson. With that, Patrick, we'll give it back to you. Have a great evening, what's left of it, and have a great weekend coming up there for sure. So, we will talk at you another time, and thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray with the Maritime Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. 7:30, back to you, Patrick.
Well, Curtis, having met you, you're not that old, man. You have no problems with age for sure. Hi. Good to hear you on. You're sounding really good as usual, and there's nothing wrong with your radio setup at all. You're booming in here. Thanks so much for coming in, Curtis. Always a pleasure to have you on, and you have a great weekend as well. 7-3, my friend.
Right back to you. For sure, okay, Patrick. 7-3. Have a great weekend.
Have a good one. All right, last but not least, Victor Echo 9er, Charlie X-Ray. Henson, come on in.
Thank you very much, Patrick. VE9PAX and the net VE9 Charlie X-Ray. Thanks for calling me in. Conditions seem pretty good. I'm hearing everybody really, really good, which makes it much easier. I know I do a net control, but it's on 2 meters. I don't have the interference you have here, but when you get on some of these, the signals aren't too good. It's really hard, I know. Yeah, you're doing a fine job, Patrick, and that fellow just behind me there, that fox, he jumped out across the road in front of me. Well, I'll get him another time. Good evening there, Curtis, and all the best. Okay, 7-3 all. Everybody have a good weekend coming up, and we'll be talking to you again. VE9PAX, VE9CX.
Right on, Henson. Yeah, you got to watch those foxes on the road for sure, and make sure you don't miss them next time. Hi. Thanks so much for coming in, Henson, and giving me a good chuckle. You have a great evening and a great weekend, Henson, and 7-3, my friend.
7-3.
All right, Henson was at the bottom of the list. Let's start another list here. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net call. Victor Echo 9er, Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick.
Victor Echo 1, Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Mike.
VE9 Charlie.
All right, 3 more fine amateurs. Let's start at the top here. Victor Echo 1, Bravo Alpha Charlie. Brian, and you're followed by George. Come on in, Brian.
Yeah, VE9PAX, VE1BAC. Very, very good evening to you, and we're just late coming in. We had to do a bit of road trip, and here we are. We're home, the feet's up, and it was a great day for travel, and you don't mind the early mornings and coming in the late evenings. Well, I almost made it to St. John, was sun still up, but well, it was just one of those days. You can't rush technology. Technology is controlling, and it says, you wait for me. But everything turned out really well. Nice to come on here this evening. We're just going to sit back and do the R&R, and we know tomorrow is another day of reorganizing and moving furniture around and unboxing a few things and cleaning off my bench, and we'll see where it goes from there. Anyway, it's always a pleasure Friday evening and to hear a great net going on. You certainly do a great job at the net for sure, Patrick, and appreciate to be part of it. VE9PAX, VE1BAC.
Right on, Brian. Well, we enjoy doing the net. I enjoy doing the net for sure, and it's a lot of fun. You must be pretty much done. Are you working on your shack there right now, or is the rest of the house pretty much done?
Yeah, the house is pretty well done to the finale of some odd, fine things that got to be, take care of. We got all our backsplash tiles. They all come in, so we're going to get the backsplash put around the sink and the counter and so forth. That's going to look really nice, Patrick. And just the odds and sods for upstairs. Mostly now it's building the rooms and turning that basement into a very lovely basement. We're putting pot lights in there. We're putting, the ceiling, the drywall, the whole 9 yards, and we're looking forward to that. So it become also a comfort zone for doing our projects and whatever else we want to get into. And the radio room, my gosh, I kind of put that on the last priority. I should never have done that. I know priority one, right? So my ex-YL, she allowed me to buy myself a pre-retired gift, and we had a good discussion about that, and she says, that's not bad, go ahead. So I got that on order, but in the same time, she went and ordered some beautiful furniture. It's a cherry wood color for the bench and the shelving and the library, and we're just going to have this into a very beautiful radio room / study, a den, you name it. It's just going to be just a nice comfort zone to escape from the rest of the world and enjoy the world through the radio, and maybe a book or two. So that might come. The shelves and the counter, or the countertop list to me, the radio, the bench and all that stuff may show up before my radio shows up. The radio is stuck at the border, so we're just waiting it out. BE1 BAC.
Right on, Brian. Well, I hope you got the radio that you really, really wanted. And if you keep the XYL happy and you got her permission, you're fine. Thanks for coming in, Brian, and you have a great evening and a great weekend. 7-3.
7-3.
All right, next up we have Victor Yankee 2 Golf Mike George, and you're followed by Bob. Come on in, George.
V9PAX, BY2 Golf Mike. Very good evening, Patrick, and everyone on the net. I just came in here late, but listening along a bit. And kind of funny, we had a local net, chef net here last night in Charlottetown, and Brian checked in after me last night, and I checked in before him. Or he checked in before me tonight, and I checked in before him last night, so we're on about the same schedule. Anyway, no traffic, Patrick. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for calling me in. Hope everyone has a great weekend. VE9PAX, BY2 Golf Mike.
Big hello to you, George.
Did you get that, George?
Yeah, got that.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for coming in, George. You're sounding good from Charlottetown for sure, and always a pleasure to hear you on here. And it's funny sometimes how we seem to follow the same people, either one or the other. Thanks again for coming in, and you have a great evening. 7-3. All right, next, last on the list, but not least, Victor Echo Niner, Hotel India, I believe it was, and that's Bob. Come on in, Bob.
Yeah, VE9HI. Hi, Patrick. Hope all is well as with you, as is here. Just kind of riding along here. Had a pretty good day, enjoyed it. My day off, so took things pretty easy. The sun came out, so we just embraced it and all the power that came with it. Spent the afternoon watching hockey and just kind of going with the flow and playing radio here tonight. Same to you, and have a good evening. A9PX, A9HI.
Right on, Bob. Yep. I watched a little bit of the game there when Canada won there this afternoon. I just caught the end of it. I don't know how the Americans are doing or have done, but I'm looking forward to seeing Canada win the gold for sure. Thanks a lot for coming in, Bob, and you have a great evening and a great weekend too. 7-3. All right, let's go ahead and start another other call-up stations with or without traffic for the Maritime net. Call Victor Echo 9.
Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot, Juliet.
Victor Echo 9, Romeo Papa Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 9er, Romeo Papa Foxtrot. Max, you're all alone. Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, PAX, Victor Echo 9, Romeo Papa Foxtrot. Good evening, Patrick. I don't know if I've checked in with you before, but I know I have checked in on the Maritime net for quite a few months. But anyway, I'm checking in tonight, and all the signals sound great, and I've learned a lot about everybody. So anyway, have a good evening and a good weekend coming up, Patrick. BE9, Romeo Papa Foxtrot.
Right on, Max. Good to hear you on here for sure. I believe it's the first time I've spoken to you. I've heard you on other nets, but I think it's the first time you've gotten on the net with me there. So. But yeah, no, we're here every Friday for the most part, unless something comes up. And and hopefully we'll hear you on here again a lot. Thanks so much for coming in, Max, and you have a great weekend. 7-3.
Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot, Juliet.
All right, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot, Juliet. Tony, come on in.
Yeah, just saying good evening. Haven't been around for a little while. Been away in Ontario working, so when I get a chance to play radio, it's always a good thing. Just put up new end-fed antenna, and it seems to be working well. So, thanks for letting me check in. Go Canada, go. We play U.S. on Sunday for the gold.
Good stuff, Tony. Yep, go Canada, go for sure. And we're gonna win it for sure. We have to. Anyway, those end-fed half waves. That's what I'm using here, and it's been the best antenna I could have asked for. It's working great, and I'm running 100 watts here, and just the end-fed half wave, and I have no issues whatsoever. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Tony. You have a good one. 7-3.
7-3, yep. We'll be talking to you guys. Take care. Victor Echo 9, Sierra Foxtrot, Juliet. We'll be listening for a little while, and then we're going to jump out. So carry on. Thanks very much for letting me check in.
Right on, Tony. I'm just a bit of a signal report. You're almost 30 over here. You're doing really good with that input. So nothing wrong with that. 7-3.
Yeah.
7-3. Yeah, you're 20 over here, but I'm pushing close to 1,000 watts. So, thanks very much.
No problem. You're still doing good. All right, Tony was at the bottom. Let's try another call-up stations with or without traffic for the Maritime net. Call Victor Echo 9er, Papa Alpha X-ray. My name is Patrick.
Victor Echo 9, November, Papa.
All right, Victor Echo 9er, November, Papa. Peter, come on in.
Heavy 9, PAX, V9NP. Very good evening to you, Patrick, everyone on frequency. Get in here late, was on the phone talking to a relative there for a while, so I didn't think I was going to make it, but I guess you're still here, and we'll give you another bean for the pot there. Not sure who was there. It was a nice day here in Chipman, and enjoyed the sunshine and the hockey game and everything else there. So anyway, thanks for calling me into the net. We're also using an end-fed half wave here as well there, Patrick. So I think good luck with the antenna for sure. So anyway, 7-3, thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me, and you're doing a fantastic job. V9NP.
Right on, Peter. No, that was my first antenna that I built was just a regular end-fed, not resonant antenna with a 9-to-1, and that was terrible. So I went with a resonant antenna, and I won't go back. And besides that, I still have a dipole up there on the switch, so I can switch between the two, but so far the end-fed's been the best antenna for me. Thanks for for coming in, Peter, and you have a good one. 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3. You're almost 20 over here, so yeah, working good for you, and I'm only running 100 watts as well. 7-3, Patrick.
Well, you're easy 10, 15 over for sure here, so you're doing real good. Have a good one. 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3.
All right, let's go again. Station with or without traffic for the Maritime Net Call. Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha X-Ray. Victor Echo 1, Lima Alpha Uniform.
Victor Echo 1, Lima Alpha Uniform. Come on in, Laurie. You're all alone.
Yes, you're right. I'm in the room here all by myself. Anyway, just wanted to give you a mark for the board there, and let you know that you're sounding good here in Amherst tonight for sure. Anyway, nothing much more to add. It's been a nice day today here at Amherst, and get up around. The temperatures are getting there. It's all good. I'm looking at all the good side. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, Patrick. Thanks for calling me in. You have yourself a real fine evening. 7-3 for now. I'm sure we will talk again. Victor Echo 1 Lima Alpha Uniform.
Right on, Laurie. Yeah, you're sounding really good too there from Amherst for sure. And no problems at all, and glad you were able to make it. You're actually number 31 tonight, so we're doing pretty good with the net tonight. Anyway, thanks so much for coming in, and hope you have a great evening and a great weekend, Laurie. 7-3. Let's go again. Station with or without traffic for the Maritime Net. Call Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net. Call Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick. Let's make this the first of 3 last calls. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net. Call Victor Echo 9 Papa Alpha X-Ray. Second of 3 last calls. Stations with or without traffic for the Maritime Net. Call Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick. Last call for the Maritime Net. Stations with or without traffic. Call Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray. My name is Patrick. Well, I'd like to thank all 31 amateurs that checked in with me tonight. Really good net tonight. It was quite enjoyable net, and always a pleasure to do it for everybody here, and enjoy talking to everybody. Anyway, hope everybody has a really good evening and a good weekend. And with that, this is Victor Echo 9er Papa Alpha X-Ray, turning the frequency back to general use and closing down the Maritime Net. 7-3 to all.